how the shooting was either true or false. We have seen the government officials come up to say the Lekki shooting was overhyped, that sometimes they said it didn't happen, other times they said there are no victims, other times they say it actually happened, but that the victims are not as hyped, or people say it's been exaggerated. Well, I have one of the victims live on the show, and another comrade who is been going with them to the Lagos Judicial panel, and they have their testimony to share with all of us. Some of them are still saying they have not been able to get treatment since then. Well, I have Theophilus live with me, who is one of the victims, and then I also have Proficience. Proficience is also a comrade who has been part of the Lagos Judicial panel. I want to welcome you first of all. Uh, Proficience, how are you this morning? This afternoon, afternoon.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, brother. Thanks for having me.
Okay, and then yes, and then Theophilus, please just say hello to everybody.
Hello, thank you. I'm getting
All
better
right, so
though.
you're getting better. Good to hear that. So let's start with your full name, and then I want you to tell us exactly were you at the Lekki Togi on 20th of October 2020, and can you tell us exactly what happened on the day?
Mm. My name is Mr. Theophilus Ivrobo from Delta State. We reside here in Lagos with a wife and children, two children. Wow, October 20th. That was a Black Tuesday. I'll never forget. Well,
Please go
I
ahead.
don't have much to say. I don't have much to say. I just want the world to know that I am still here, live, direct. I was a victim of that incident. I was there close to the front row with some guys. People were just chanting, different activities around, music was going on. Then all of a sudden we started hearing some noise as if like there's chaos or something. When we looked and tried to check what was going on, we heard the soldier don't come, soldier don't come, soldier don't come. I turned because I was like, let me go and see if it's true. Let me go to the fourth row and
So that was about
confirm.
what time? Like that was about what time on the day?
That was about around, let's say, precisely to 5 or after 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
was, I was finding my way to the front row. Then I now heard one lady was shouting, "Everybody sit down! Everybody sit down!" Everybody, we didn't really know why she was shouting, "Everybody sit down." Maybe because we saw some people trying to discuss with them. So maybe the discussion didn't go through, or so I didn't really know. But I heard somebody shouting, "Everybody sit down! Everybody sit down!" We were obliged. We sat down. A whole lot of people sat down close to the backside. The next thing, where people, the place was like crowd. People were confused, and what's going on. Some people were like, all of a sudden, we had to start hearing gunshot, ta 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 ta. See soldier, see police, mopos. What's going on? People were running, everywhere scattering. Some boys, there were some people that were like, I don't know, maybe the gun doesn't affect them, I don't know. Instead of them going back, they were still going front.
Hmm. So
Then all of a
how did the gun?
sudden,
I mean, how did the
everybody.
gunshots meet you?
I turned and as I was running, a bullet hit my leg. I fell down.
So where were you taken to
Stand up, try to move. I noticed that I
immediately
can move.
after that?
I can hear you say.
I said, where were you taken to after the gunshot?
Uh Not immediately. I was not taken anywhere immediately because the heat was hot then. before I left that place was a bit late. I now not wrong with people anymore, so I started crawling. As I was crawling, I noticed a lot of people. I saw some people down, people that fell down that they did not even shake. More than 6 people that I noticed. Even there's one that fell down that where I was sitting down, his blood floated from there down to to my body. I started crawling till I got to one place. I hid myself. Before I left there, it was a bit late. Before some guys now saw me and carried me, they took me to one hospital at VGC. Redenting rejected me. Redenting said no, that they can't, that I should go to orthopedic or something like that. They now rejected me that night. Before they now reversed, I didn't even know the person, the Good Samaritan. It took almost like 5 people that very day to hospital. Before now took us to one hospital at VGC there, which I don't want to disclose.
That was about what time?
That should be around after 8, if I'm not mistaken. Before I go to the hospital, final place they started treatment was very late, because when we got to read it was around to 8 or after 8 or so, thereabout. But I knew before I got to the other hospital, it was late. Before they ever attended to me, it was very late. I was not actually in the mood of keeping time. I was in pain. But I know it was very late before I got to the hospital.
So, which hospital were you eventually received for treatment? In which hospital were you eventually received for treatment? I think we lost Theophilus. If you can come back, if you can join again. I think it's his
still
network
online with
issue
us.
there.
Maybe the network, the network is fluctuating.
But while we are waiting for him, Proficient, I mean, you've been attending the Lagos Judicial panel, and I'm just wondering, what was it like? I mean, what's your impression of what went down?
The most memorable part of it was the day General Taiwo came to testify, the principal of the Nigerian military intelligence. You know, when the GOC didn't show up and other officers that should have been responsible. I hope I'm not audible enough.
I can hear you, yes.
That should have been responsible, you know. So when he showed up, okay, Theophilus is back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Theophilus is back, okay. Yes. Let's continue with Theophilus so that we can have the full gist. Theophilus, welcome back. So quickly continue, please continue.
I was telling you that that very hospital, yes, that very hospital that treated me, they treated me free of charge. They didn't collect 1 naira from me. Neither all the patients involved in Lekki shootout that I saw 6, and they treated more than 6 of us because we were 4 in number. They took together to go and do X-ray. There was one they shot him at the bomb. There was one at the chest. There was one on the hand. There was another one like me on the leg, the right leg, the same spot. But it's like that one they've cut his leg. No, the one they cut his leg is not from that hospital. There's one other guy they still cut his leg. I saw that one on net. So the hospital, everybody they treated them free of charge. They didn't collect a dime from none of them. The basis of the treatment they did with me was they put something like pin, iron inside my leg to hold the leg, the bones, the broken leg together, so that the injuries, the bullet injury and the operation everywhere will heal. So those healing took about 6 weeks. After it healed, they removed the pain. We noticed that the bones were not joined together. So I had to go for a tradomedical to start fixing my bone for me because the bones were shattered inside, which we have documents for all these things. The hospital is there. The hospital, their document is with me. You people can confirm from the hospital. They have patients they treated from Lekki to Gate. They have their records in that place, which they did free of charge.
Do you have idea like how many of you
collected nothing from. I said I saw 6 people that we were talking together. We were chanting. I only have one of them, his number that I got
from the same Lekki.
That one was shot on his hand. Yes, the same Lekki. All the people I'm talking about, all Lekki to get victims. Everybody I'm talking about that is in the hospital are Lekki to get victims. Yes. Even Reddington Hospital,
So,
when we
but
were there, there are
you have been
victims
attending the
everywhere.
Lagos Judicial panel afterwards. So you have been
The
attending
thing
the
is
Lagos
that
Judicial panel afterwards.
no, the thing is that I
What did
can't
you?
attend because
Yes.
of my condition.
He couldn't
I
attend.
Okay.
His
attend
leg is
because of my
still.
condition. Yes, I cannot move. Even till now, I've not moved. I'm still at home now, seated here. I pee here.
Oh, we lost that again.
So let me
Wow.
continue with the story at the
Yes,
panel.
please.
So
Yeah.
they started looking for evidences, videos. At the end of the day, the LCC refused to drop the video, like the type that was recorded at the barricade, and they also refused to drop the video that the CNN satellite, the satellite image, the Google Earth image that CNN used. And we don't even need LCC to come to tender their videos. We don't need Oriental and all those hotels. We had a lot of videos to tender, and there were a lot of witnesses with amputated legs. Even Reddington doctors came there to testify.
Okay.
And Reddington
Hmm.
Hospital
I
doctors,
mentioned Reddington. I mentioned Reddington, didn't I?
yes,
I did because they took me
yes,
there and I
Yes,
was
they
but you
just,
rejected.
said Reddington did not accept you.
Yes, they rejected me. They rejected.
yes,
We were
no,
three
they
nobody.
got
Yes,
overwhelmed. They got overwhelmed.
yes. People
The
were
news
too
was
much
that
that
the
day.
news was that
Yes.
the state also went there to be picking up people. That was the news on
They're
ground.
killing
The
them.
states
Yes.
were picking up. They were picking up
Picking.
people at
Yes.
Reddington. And so
Yes.
they will take them to Bonny Camp Hospital. And once you are in Bonny Camp Hospital, they
They are dead.
rejected the Lagos panel to see them. They rejected the Lagos panel to see the cops. So people didn't want to go to Reddington anymore because they were picking up people from popular hospitals. The victims in Alausa, which I was part of, they went to secret private hospitals to treat themselves. Lagos should have been part of
Of
this. He
it.
was bruised with a bullet in Alausa because immediately they finished Lekki massacre, they came to Alausa and people were shot. It was late, it was dark, we couldn't record, and we didn't know about the victims until like 4 days later. Like we didn't know because everybody ran away. People were shot sporadically. The next day, the people that came to Alausa were shot too. And there's a surviving victim that was shot in the belly from Alausa the next day. But that same day, we were shot at Alausa. And my experience at that Lekki panel, sorry to cut you, Theophilus, is because your
Yeah.
network cut off, so I had to. So the at the panel, the day the head of the military came, he couldn't defend himself, and that day he even said they came with live bullets. He said they came with
Yes.
live bullets, and the live bullet was shot. You understand?
Hmm. So I think we lost connection with. Let me come back to you. Let me come
Okay.
back to you, Theophilus. So please just continue with what we were discussing. Now you said you could not attend the panel because of your condition. Well, I think I lost both of them right now. Oh, unfortunate. Um, I think I'm the only person left in this room. Am I still connected?
Are you here? Okay. Okay. Your question again.
I'm with you. I am here. Yeah, so I said, you said you could not attend the panel because of your condition, but
Yeah, the panel because of my.
at least did you write to the Lagos Judicial panel so that they know that at least there are some of the victims who are still undergoing, who still have experiences from and are unable to attend? And what are they saying to you, the
Frankly,
victims?
I don't know how to write them from where my position now. I don't know how to pass a message to them. I only see some of their comments on Twitter or some on net, and I comment. There's some videos I even shot during that Lagos panel when they were interviewing the head of the military that came. After he said all that, I now shot one video and said that him and Lai Mohammed said they shot blank bullet. So I shot one video, I posted it on net that they are lying about it. To look at me, I'm still here. Look at my leg. Then I was even on pin. I video the leg. I was shot at Lekki to get. I'm a victim. I shot one video and posted it on net. So all those
Can
things
we
could
see
have.
the leg again now?
Yeah, you can.
Can we see that leg again?
Yes. Can you
Yes, I can see it. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Let's take it back to your face.
can see I'm
So
lifting it up?
how has the
Are you
treatment been
there?
going so far? How has yes, I can see it. It's okay. It's okay. We've seen
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
How has the treatment been going so far? I mean, who has been
You
coming
can
to
see.
your aid? What assistance are you getting?
Well, after the hospital did their own for me, which I don't know how it happened.
Network in Nigeria.
They treated everybody free. After they finished their I didn't know what to do. I now cried out on my WhatsApp page. I posted some pictures to the group Take It Back movement and cried out. And all of a sudden they took it to their own responsibility and started sending me money. And before I knew it, they sent me money. I paid for the traditional norm 100,000. I paid it, and even from the money they sent for me, I bought some little food I was eating, which is even free. Bought some drugs, which I also finished. And
You mean the Take It Back movement did all that?
yes, they did it for me, and I was so grateful. Even my family was aware of it, how the money that I used paid the medical man came, and I was very happy. But since then, I've been coping, and frankly, the leg is healing. It's just that I can't stand up now. I can sit down on the bench, put the leg on the floor now. Now you can see I raised it up. I know before I couldn't raise it like that. So it's healing.
So what other things do you need at the moment? What other I mean, is there something you are still requiring medically
As
to
it
get
is,
better than this?
as it is, to be frank, I'm a family man, and no, I'm not working again. I'm at home. I don't have anything. Now I'm stranded. My woman don't have anything. We are like it's like we are living from hand to mouth. But I give God the glory.
Okay, let me come back to Proficients. I have Proficients back in the room. Proficients,
Yes,
you were
so my net.
explaining the Lagos Judicial Panel, and I
Baba.
understand that your
So
network took you
one
off,
of the
your
yes,
Nigerian
one
network.
of one of the major witness, who is one of the organizers, a petition was submitted to the panel. The panel did not enlist it, and they didn't let her know
Hmm.
until after the military abandoned the panel and disbanded their legal team. So they kept it a
Hmm.
secret. So when it comes to a petition, they were like, we didn't enlist this petition. We thought it was a joke. We thought it was not a and that was the major witness like who is evidently on the spot, seen on camera while the shooting was going on. They didn't want our testimony. So there's a lot of suppression of truth at the panel. And like every other panel in Nigeria, no panel has ever meted justice. They only inquire and submit their resolutions to the government. And at the end of the day, the resolutions will not be carried out. So they just use it to suppress the masses so that we will stop protesting. But the good thing is that Nigerian masses are now calling for Saturday protest because of the announced reopening of Lekki Toll Gate. The panel validated reopening the panel, the toll gate yesterday. And in fact, some people that call themselves activists were advocates of government yesterday.
Hmm.
Now, Nigerians have decided that they are coming out on Saturday, on the 13th, to protest against the reopening of the toll gate. If the victims are not compensated, police brutality is not ended, SWAT is not scrapped, and all the demands are not met. It's trending on Twitter right now. It is trending. Saturday protest is trending on Twitter right now as we speak. People want to occupy
Interesting.
Lekki Toll Gate.
All right, so let me come to, I mean, I think we don't have to beat about the bush on this one. We already heard your side of it. I want to ask if they want to reach, how many victims are in your care Proficients at the Lagos Judicial Panel?
I only know like a handful, but there are over like 20 something of them. The ones that I'm connected to is just a handful, but there are 20 something of them that I've met, but I didn't take everyone's number. There's one other guy, Danny, one big guy. There's one guy that was shot that he does not have natural cognizance anymore. He was shot in the head. So it is his mom that not take care of him. So I'm trying to get to the mom too. So many people, but I'm not connected to all of them directly. I'm only connected to a handful of them that couldn't make it to this broadcast.
So can you quickly just release your number in case anybody wants to reach out to assist the victims, so
Okay,
that
okay.
at least while you are in contact with
Maybe
them.
you can put it on screen or something. Abi, zero is
Yeah,
zero
but
eight
just
zero
read it
nine
out. I mean, just say it.
080 905 10348. It's better we talk on WhatsApp because
Say it again,
WhatsApp,
please.
I'm always on WhatsApp. Zero eight
Yeah.
zero
Okay.
nine zero five 10348.
All right. So that's a wrap for now. That's it. I mean, that's the testimony from victims of the Lekki shooting and SARS protests, and we'll continue to monitor the. Thank you so much once again for joining Proficients, and I thank you, Theophilus. I
Yeah,
wish you quick
thanks,
recovery and the
thanks,
very
thanks
best.
for having us.
Please do take good care.
Thanks for having us.